Hey guys, Brittany back here with a new video, and this video is a DIY of how to make your own Starbucks portable charger. This was inspired by Karina Garcia's DIY video. I'll put the link in the description down below, and you should really check it out because it was so inspiring to me that I decided to do this one. So I hope you like it, and let's get on to the video. So the things that you need to do this is a portable charger, a clean empty Starbucks cup, a straw is optional, you don't need or need to have one, some paint, any kind, mostly acrylic I would suggest, a paintbrush, some clay or Play-Doh, some sponges, a piece of cardboard, and a pencil. So to start things off, I took my empty and clean Starbucks cup and I just gave it some brown paint and like the specific color that you would see like in a Starbucks drink. So it was like a light brown, and I just mixed it all together. Yeah, I'm sorry that just came up to my head. But yeah, I just mixed it all together just to get that that nice light coat of brown paint all around the cup. And this might take some time or you could just go to the store, your near dollar store, art store, craft store, and buy the color that you want instead of just mixing colors until you get what you want, as in the results. But yeah, this takes time for me, or it took time for me, but you might do it a bit more better than I did. So then I just placed the cup turning backwards onto a piece of cardboard and let it to sit, and then I moved on to the whipped cream with the Play-Doh / clay. I made my own clay because I ran out of Play-Doh, and making clay isn't so hard, especially the one that involves baking powder in the recipe, because this way when I would bake it in the oven to let it dry, it rises the dough a bit more, and it makes it, or gives it that more fluffier kind of whipped cream look. This process does take a bit of time, or even a lot of time, but you just want to get a very long piece of dough just rolled out, and then you're gonna take an orange just like Karina Garcia did, and just with this DIY, you're actually just going to wrap the dough or clay around the orange into like a spiral kind of whipped cream look until you're happy with your results. And I must admit, this was fun. This was like the most fun process out of everything else, to be honest. So let's just put that thing in the oven and see how it looks like. And this is how it looks like. I had to put 2 sticks or 3 sticks in the middle just so the hole doesn't close, because that's where you want to put your charger to like insert it in or take it out whenever you want to use it. And then I took some white paint and I gave it a lot of layer, like the dough, to make it look much more like a whipped cream. And this does take some time, but like I said, this is this is the most fun process out of everything else. So I just gave it lots of coats. I could have just done like 100 coats challenge or something, but I put lots of coats on that thing until it was pure white and you don't see much of the dough kind of color. I then took some PVA glue to give it that whipped cream shine, and because it was white, it gave it like another layer. And here are the results. As you can see, the whipped cream does look very fluffy, and I'm so happy about it. It just gave me such a satisfaction feel. And now for this part, you'll need some glue or even a hot glue gun, but I suggest white glue and not the hot glue gun because it can get messy. And you are going to need 3 pieces of cardboard. So you're just going to cut them out into 2 big circles and 1 small circle. The small circle, you just have to place it inside at the bottom of your cup. And like I said, do not use a hot glue gun, because this was my first try and the hot glue gun failed on every time I tried to use it. So use your PVA glue, your school glue, your white glue, glue stick, just not a hot glue gun. And then once you put the cardboard piece at the bottom, you just want to get your sponges together and ready. So what I did was place 1 piece of sponge on the bottom, like just a scrap piece of sponge at the bottom because my charger was pretty small, so I knew it wouldn't touch the surface like a lot. And then I just folded other pieces of sponges so it could get more of that square look when I put them together inside. And just like that. Next, you're going to take your whipped cream and glue it on one of your pieces of cardboard and make sure it's painted white so it goes with the whipped cream kind of color. You're just going to glue it. This time you can use a hot glue, like a hot glue gun, that would work, but everything else just don't. You're just going to glue that down, and then you're also going to glue down the cardboard to the cap of the, what do you call it, the Starbucks cup cover thing, I don't even know. And then I'm just going to poke a hole so I have a place to put my charger in. So you need one hole that's actually big enough to insert your charger for it to pop out. You'll see at the end of the video what I mean. Then I'm just trimming the circle so it can fit into the Starbucks cup to cover up the sponges. And then once that I see it's good, I am able to shape it into the size of my charger, just like so. And it goes inside nicely. It was so satisfying, you don't even understand. It just slides right in. And the reason why I did this is because if you ever don't want to use a cup, you could personally just take the charger out with no problem at all. And this part you don't actually need the straw, but I just thought it was like a nice addition. Just cut, like if your straw is small as the one I'm using, you just want to cut through the straw and place your charger inside. And I know that it might look kind of messy, but it's the outside that really counts, to be honest. Well, in my perspective, it's not like anyone's actually just going to take it apart and look what the inside looks. Actually, I would, to see how it works. And you can put some washi tape if you want, just to decorate it, personalize it yourself. And that's basically how you do it. Just insert your charger, place your cap, and you're done. It's that simple. You can even add your straw in. Also for the cap, I did paint the inside of it white because it did kind of look messy, so I'm much of a neat freak, and this was the first time, so don't really judge. As you can see, I did paint the inside of the cap white just to make it look a bit more nicer, but it does work. It looks really cute. My mom even loved it herself, and it's also really realistic, so this is something that I would love to go back to school with. And I'm going to redo it because the first attempt was pretty messy, but my second attempt will be even better now that I know my mistakes and what to do instead of what not to do and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you have fun making this, and until next time.